quickly and briefly explain one more time partial quotients. I know some of you may be struggling a little bit, but here we go. We've got grid paper now that you may use to do your partial quotients on. So we're going to start with a number. Let's start with 27. And these are called also the big 7, which means, you know what, you were going to do a 7. We talked about how they're called other things, but this is partial quotients. And I'm going to take 27, and my dividend is 624. Now, the only numbers that I can use are I can do 27 times 1, which we know is 27. And 27 times 2, well, I'm just doubling the 27, so 7 and 7 is 14. Carry my 1. 2 and 2 is 4, and 1 is 5. So I know that's 54. So those are the only two numbers I have to work really hard at. The other ones, I'm going to take 27 and multiply it by 10, which we know is 270. Those are friendly numbers, and 227 times 20, well, up here I have 54, so that would be 540. And those are the only numbers that I can use, 1, 2, 10, and 20. So I'm looking at my dividend, 624. The one closest to it would be 540. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to bank a 20 and put 540 and subtract. So now I have 4 minus 0 is 4. I can't take 4 from 2, so I borrow from the 6. It's now a 5. This is now a 12. 12 minus 4 is 8. I have 84. So I know I can't do 540. I know I can't do 270, but I can do 54. So I'm going to subtract 54. Notice my banking number is 2. So I'm going to subtract 54, and I'm still multiplying 2 times 27, but this time when I subtract, it's 0 with 30 left over. Now, remember, I can't stop if my remainder is larger than my divisor, so I need to keep going. So I can't use 54 again, but I can use 27. So I'm going to come over here and bank a 1. And I'm going to subtract 27. If the tail of my big 7 is not long enough, I can certainly make it longer. I'm going to subtract, so I can't take 7 from 0. So I borrow from the 3. It's now a 2. This is now a 10. 10 minus 7 is 3. 2 minus 2 is 0. It looks like I'm finished, so let's see what's in my bank. 20, 22, 23. So my quotient is 23, but I have a remainder of 3. Now remember, we always check our work to make sure that we have the right answer. So I'm going to take my quotient, which is 23, and I'm going to multiply it by my divisor, 27. Okay, just like we practiced before. 7 times 3 is 21. Carry my 2. 7 times 2 is 14, 15, 16. Add a 0 for a placeholder. 2 times 3 is 6, and 2 times 2 is 4. I'm going to add those numbers together. So I've got 1, 6 and 6 is 12, 4, 5, 1 is 6, but I'm still not close. Remember to add your remainder. Add your remainder. So now I have 4, 2, 624 was exactly what my dividend is. I'm good. I know I have the correct answer, so I'm happy and know I'm going to make 100. I hope this helped you on your practice. Remember, when you're doing partial quotients, I only want you to use 1, 2, 10, and 20. We're going to build number sense. We're building number sense so we can get into long division and not have to do partial quotients. So build your number sense. I hope this is good for you. Remember to stay safe and do a good job on your work. Prove all your answers, and remember, I am always happy for you to do your very best.